Hello, I'm Robert Noel. Welcome to the Guitar Zone. So at some point you're going to be learning songs. You might be doing it on your own or doing it with the lessons with me. Usually I like my students to get to a certain level with technique and skills, chromatic scales, the natural scales, learning notes, learning a little bit about patterns of scales and arpeggios, and learning some chords, some basic chords and stuff so that we can start to get into our rhythms and pick some songs that are good for your level. Learning songs depends on the level you're at, okay? So advanced players, professional players, they've gotten really good. Their ears are good. They can hear a song and go, oh, okay, probably this. Yeah, okay, right. So they're good at it. You get really good at picking up songs. It's something you have to practice. It has to be part of your routine when you're a beginner in learning. So it should be part of your everyday routine, learning songs. But usually at first we're concerned with learning the skills and techniques so that we can eventually learn songs. We have to work a little bit on our ear training, hearing chords, hearing major and minor, things like that. So it depends on your level and skills and experience, okay, before you really get into learning songs. When you're first beginning, if you're learning to read music, there's the Mel Bay books, the Alfred's books, all those kind of books you can get. And they're good if you have a teacher usually to help you learn to read music. And you're going to have the hokey dokey song. I love that word, hokey dokey. The Love Somebody, Puff the Magic Dragon, You Are My Sunshine, all these kind of nice little songs that your great-grandparents probably really loved, okay? But they teach you. They're basic songs. They're little melodies you learn to play and simple little three-note chords and such. As you get better and the music gets a little more complicated and the songs get better and the chords get bigger and everything. And eventually you're working on the songs that you want to learn. And I tell my students, we get to a certain point where I want them to give me a list of 10, 20 songs that they'd really like to know. They've always wanted to play. They're really important to them. Ones they'd like to sing for their husband or wife or their girlfriend or boyfriend or the kids, or they want to have the party and be able to do these songs, the campfire, whatever reason. They want these songs. Or maybe it's these artists, these guitarists that, hey, I want to learn to play like this guy. Well, what are your top guitarists, your top artists? I need to know that. I'd like to know that so I can help you attain those goals, head in that direction. And that may change. Your goals may change. Sometimes we tweak things in and things change and we don't like that anymore. We want to go this direction for a while. That's all right to do. But we like to master one thing, okay? Sometimes too, a style that's important to you. Ear training, reading music, your practice routine. I hope you've got your practice routine charts. I did a video on practice routine, and that's part of the Groovy method, so you should be having a practice routine, and that's going to help you. You're going to have learning songs as part of your thing. It's usually at the end of your routine. If you have an hour, you've worked on your scales or techniques, all these other things, and then the last 10, 15, 20 minutes of your lesson is working on your songs or a song, okay? So you got to pick the songs that are important to you, the ones you love, okay, that you would like to learn, maybe to perform, maybe to play in a band or play solo, or maybe you want to learn to write songs like this. There's a lot of reasons for that. Beyond the hokey dokies, there's songs like every guitar player should know how to play Happy Birthday. You never know when you're going to be around someone, it's their birthday, or hey, it's so-and-so's birthday. Hey, would you play Happy Birthday for them? And there might be other patriotic songs or such that might be just good to know. But then there's the songs of whatever style are important to you. So you're going to learn songs, but it's a system. We have to get there. When you're intermediate, the songs that you learned when you were a beginner, well, they've gotten better. Your technique and skills have gotten better. So you're able to do more. You're able to maybe finger pick it, maybe to play it in 5 or 10 different styles or ways, different rhythms, different techniques, picking. Maybe now you can solo, you can improvise on the song. Maybe you can do the song in many different ways. So I hope your attitude gets really good with learning songs. And I want to stimulate you to always think about who you want to play like, what songs are important, what guitarists you like, What are the songs that mean something to you? That you would like to perform for your own self-enjoyment, your own healing, your own therapy, or to jam, make $1 million out jamming and playing the world circuit and the festivals. For whatever reason, you're going to learn songs. You're going to learn jams, how to jam, and how songs are written. How do these people come up with these ideas? Well, that's your music theory, your ear training, learning how songs are written. So I think I've said enough in this basic learning songs. It's part of my groovy method. And I'll probably continue on this and do another video more about songs in the future. So stay tuned, and you're welcome to email me with questions. Hopefully you're a member of my Patreon Guitar Zone site, and we've got a lot of work to do. We've got to attain your goals. We want to play your songs and have fun with it. Have fun with learning and developing and getting better all the time. There's no magic. Depends on you and how you learn to practice and what you care about. And where there's a will, there's a way. It's the groovy method. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, this little guitar, by the way, was my first guitar my mom bought me when I was about 5 years old. And it was a Yamaha classical guitar. It still plays. I still have it. I don't have all the guitars. Through the years, a lot of guitars I got rid of, or they bit the dust in some way, but I've always maintained this one. Coming from my mother, it was really important. She worked real hard for me to have this guitar. Back in probably 1961, this guitar was $100, which was a lot of money. And it's a classical. It's a nylon string. But it sounds kind of... It's where I learned that first D chord and G chord. You know, and I learned to shuffle. I learned to do some Beatles songs. I learned to read music in the Alfreds and Mel Bay books. I went on from many, many teachers and to playing in bands. My first band, the Purple Plums, all the way to playing with Albert Collins and the Great Blues Stars and having my own band, Robert Noel Blues Mission. This guitar was the guitar that started the whole thing. I had a nice little guitar that played easy and sounded kind of nice, and I was able to learn. And I was supported by my parents and my friends, and it was just a wonderful mission, adventure, journey in learning guitar. Could I have done better and done other things? Sure, I could have done other paths. But we look at that and we realize that as we go down the road. So, good luck to you. Let's attain your goals. Look at my groovy method. Look at my videos. They're there for you to learn. I think they're really important because you can stop them, think about them, and keep coming back to them. That's the great thing about the video lessons. Robert Noel saying, you've been at the Guitar Zone, so let's see if we can start getting to your songs as soon as possible.